Hi folks, welcome to the channel and thanks for joining me. So today we're going to take a quick look at this portable cassette player from Welltech, and I think this one probably started out as a shower radio, but they relegated it to all weather, I would imagine, once they realised that they started leaking when people wore them full on in the shower or swimming or something daft like that. Now this particular one came as part of a consignment a while ago, so I've got no idea about its history. I don't know anything about the model really. But I thought, well, let's have a look at it today, see what it's about, have a listen to it. Now, it's not that old. It's got barcodes and stuff on it, so it can't be an 80s one, I wouldn't imagine. It's probably more like a late 90s, possibly early 2000s, something like that. Who knows? But we might find out, actually, when we see the literature inside. But what do we know? So, semi-auto stop, play, stop and fast forward, so no rewind on this. Earphone jack out, DC in, but obviously not whilst you're in the shower. What else have we got? Yeah, that's it really. So you've got AM, FM radio, and it's probably it's probably mono. I see from there that it's got AM, FM, and then the little light there, which isn't actually FM stereo by the looks of it. It's the power light. So they're trying to pull a bit of a flanker on that one, I think. So anyways, that's a quick overview of the box. I mean, it's in super condition. No idea what it's like inside, so let's take a look. As I say, this came as part of a consignment a long time ago, so I've got no idea about it. Well, there's nothing else in the box, so no headphones. So it's super condition, mind you, I've got to say. Let's take a look at this a minute. A few fingerprints and stuff on there, but right, Welltech, USA design. Just having a look. I don't think it tells you where it's made. Anyways, what do we know? So it's a 3-volt DC, and you've got your volume control just there on that potentiometer, the tuning control just there in a half circle full sweep there, and there's your so there's your little rubber bung just to keep it closed whilst you are in adverse conditions, and a very simple slider there for off, tape, and what's that, radio, AM and FM. Okay, we'll figure that in a second. And what else have we got? So that's your headphone out. That's it, real simple. So looks fairly rugged, but I don't think there's much to it, to be honest. Now let's try and open it. So we've got stop, fast forward and play on nice rubberized controls. No doubt there's a membrane behind there to stop the water getting in. And we'll try and open this up. I've got no idea how you open it. It's going to look like a there you go, open. So what do we do with this? There we go. Okay, so there's a hinge there, and then do you hear that click? That's not been opened in some while. Wow, look at that. It's like a little Tupperware box or something. Wow. Okay, so we've literally got 4 little screws holding the front panel design on. None of these do anything, by the way. They look like loads of soft touch buttons or something, but they're all just molded into the plastic front there. Let's have a look. Right, yeah, very simple, cheap plastic spindles there. No auto reverse or anything like that, of course. So yeah, super cheap, super cheerful. How cheerful, we'll find out in a minute, because we'll go and we'll put some batteries in and see if we can get it working. Right, let's do that. So I've just gone and got myself some trusty little batteries here, and I was looking for the battery compartment, and unless I'm being a bit of a fool here, I can't actually see where they are. There are no screws, no external attachments, no seals, nothing marked up with a battery on there. This is really weird. Okay, I wonder if we've got to take, let's have a look. I wonder if we've got to take this plate off and the batteries may be concealed inside. Not ideal, obviously, but perhaps, just perhaps, this was a way of keeping it simple, keeping everything in one compartment. So I'm just gonna get these screws out real quick. Let's have a look. Well, one thing's for sure. In fact, before I take them all out, Let's just see if it even turns. So, play. Well, nothing's happening when I play it. So let me just hook up a DC voltage to it a minute, just to see if it works at all. Just to interject myself with regard to the DC power, I was looking at the mini jack there, of course, for the headphone socket, like a Wally. But actually, look, it's the same sort of mini jack for the DC, so 3.5 volts. And you can see that's a negative pin. So I've got one of these old sort of proper old school 80s multi-pin adapters here, set to 3 volts with the smallest possible tip on there. And as these were never terribly convenient, were they, these sort of cross section ones? But anyway, that should be, there we go, you can see the light come on. Perfect. So that's the one we'd need if you ever should find yourself desperately in need of one of these units. 3 volts DC negative terminal. Although the belt might have had it anyway, so we might need to get in here to change the belt. Right, what do we know? No more fixings from there. Right, this might get messy in a minute. Stand by for the crack. I can't believe we've got to do all this just to... No, this can't be right, can it? This can't be right. We can't... It's only a cover plate. Just trying to see where the batteries would even go in this. This is really weird. Really weird. Right, hang on. Be careful with it because the rod antenna's just behind there. I don't want to damage the aerial leads. There are no mechanical fixings left. Ah, hang on. Right, okay, here we go. Found it. Yeah. Can you see it? Here's me. I've just unscrewed the face to try and see if I can get into there. And then notice as I was disturbing the plastic, a tiny little rectangle appeared. Look at that. Magic. Huh. Brand new in there. Brand new in there. Looks like it's never even been opened. Right, okay, so after all that, the batteries were inside in one watertight compartment, or water resistant compartment anyway. Right, we'll try again, shall we? Play. Well, nothing's happening. Unless that's a mounting screw. Can you see just inside? There's a, I don't know if you can see that. There's a screw just inside there. Might get that out as well. Ah, and there's another screw anyway. There's a screw in the battery compartment. So we'll get this one out. Gosh, this is fun. Excuse my hands in the way. This is crazy though. But it seems interesting that you can get to this screw. So there's a little screw just inside there. Right, now what? Right, okay, finally we're in. Finally we're in. So there's your little moulding. The tiniest little antenna just there with the trim pots that you can get to from the outside. But, oh, I'm a Wally. I bet you... Was that not turning because it was on radio or off? Oh, right, okay. Well, this is all good fun, isn't it? So, if that's the case, just for a moment, we'll pop that one back carefully. Right, now we'll put the batteries back in. It's one of those days where you just look like a Wally. There we go. Right, it's working. Sometimes you can overthink these things. I think I got thrown by the fact I couldn't find those darn battery covers anywhere. Anyways, listen, here we go. So, volume. Now I've taken the knobs off. I don't know which one's which. This is a good day. Good day for TV, eh? Right, so. Okay, headphone jack.
Sites on the downlands of England is now a protected species.
Right. Okay, there's the volume. So, tune in.
Ronnie, I'm going to start.
There we go. Well, that works really well. By the way, I'm just using these JSX37 Sanyo speakers, old school stuff. So yeah, actually that works fine on the radio. So let's just try this again with a cassette tape. And I have a suitable tape here from the 80s. Don't know if I want to risk chewing it up on this machine, but we'll try it. So we'll just go over to tape there. Now press play. Wow, it's turning. So volume back on. Volume was this one. I don't know if that's the end of the song. There we go. Here's a new song. Right, okay. I'm just going to swap that over for a different tape a minute while we mess with this, because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike, especially on such a weird little machine. Right, so play.
Hiding in the bunkers.
Okay.
Shelling all around.
Well, that's actually playing okay.
Ain't no kind of living when...
That's not playing too bad at all. So, just check this side. Stop, fast forward. Not too bad for batteries on a C90, to be honest. Do you know what? That's working absolutely fine after all that. So, there's not much else to do with this now, really. Let me just unplug the speakers. Right, so batteries can come back out. And what else? Just want to have a quick poke around again whilst we're here. So I think this came, yep, that lifted away. And there we go. There's not much to it. I thought I might as well have a look inside while we're here. So very, very simple little motor there. As I say, a mono playback head, no erase head, of course. Very simple arrangement. I'll just clean the head and the pinch roller and the capstan. Actually, they look like they've never really been used, but do it while we're here for what it is. So, drop of alcohol on the head. Always works for me. Right. Yeah, it's spotless, to be honest. I don't think it's ever been used, really. It looks brand new. I think it literally might be new old stock or something. That'll explain why it didn't want to play ball. Obviously, a few marks are going to come off the rubber because this hasn't been used in some while. So this will just be polishing up the alcohol, will just be taking off the top surface of the rubber more than anything else. It's not ferrite build-up, you see, it's just a tiny bit of black off the rubber, that's all. And you know what, there's nothing else to do in there. I think that's the first time it's ever been opened, to be honest. So there doesn't seem to be a lot here in terms of gasketry or anything like that, really, considering it's supposed to be waterproof. There is a seal. It's that black seal that runs inside there, but it's not incredible. Right, where's that main piece? Back on there. Rightio, I'm just gonna put these 4 screws back in. Okay, so all screws are back in their correct position. We've put the screw back in the mounting board there, the circuit board mounting screw there, and the small one that came out of the battery compartment. So I think what we will do now, we'll just close this up. I'll go and give it a bit of a polish up and capture the output from the headphones See if it sounds what we might expect it to or not. But there you go. So this is the Welltech Sports all-weather radio cassette player. I'm not going to test it. I'm not going in terms of I'm not going to put it in the shower or do anything like that. I'll spare you that horrible sight. So yeah, there we go then. Right, so thanks very much for watching. What I'll do now is I'll just put this through, as I say, put this through the capture software and get a sound of a direct output from this for you to listen to. But in the meantime, there we go then. So that is the all-weather cassette player from Welltech. So have a little listen and I'll be back soon. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and all the best for now. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
We'll hit the blacktop, kick it in high gear. Let the moonshine flow around our face and let the sun shine on. Even when it rains, slip by you another beer. And let's get out of here, I wanna check you out. Babe, such a pretty sight. Wanna see you in the moonlight. First we need to spend all night. Let me check you out. Babe, such a pretty sight. Wanna see you in the moonlight. First we need to spend all night. So let me check you out. Let me check you out.